So people that we pay in this country to keep us safe, like our police, security, defence, would be part of a group that would be in place to protect and provide protection for that kind of visit, you'd think. Gee, that's quite hypocritical when you think about what the nation he represents has tried to do to them in recent months. Why do you think Albanese is not picking up the phone to Xi?
Because I think he's frightened. Now, we're basically seeing a failed Labor-China policy. So in the last few years, we have seen, this is not the first attack that everybody should know. In the last few years, we have seen Chinese warship send up a laser into the eyes of ADF pilots, which could have blinded them. We had chaff or flares that almost went into the engines of one of our surveillance planes, and had it gone into the engine, it would have brought the plane down. Of course, we had the sonar pulses, which hospitalised 2 of our Navy divers, and that was something that the Prime Minister covered up before the APEC meeting in San Francisco. Then we had Chinese spy ships off our coast, and then we had the hacking of Australian Parliament, including hacking of our politicians, and also hacking of ASIO. So when is this going to stop? When you display weakness to a bully, they just continue, and we cannot let this kind of behaviour continue, because what we'll see is a death.
Absolutely agree with you. Well said, and great with all those examples. And then, Link, think about the ones that we don't know about and that we won't ever know about, because there's plenty of those as well. Plenty of those. Now, later tonight, the UN General Assembly is set to vote on a motion that could see it recognise Palestine as a member state. Penny Wong was asked about this on radio this morning. Have a listen.
We will consider the final resolution that comes before the General Assembly. Obviously, countries are still negotiating, text is changing. We will look at what the text says. We will look at what the actual meaning of the resolution is.
Now, she's tempering her language a bit more when it comes to this vote now. How significant would it be, Link, if Australia did vote for this resolution?
Well, it'll be hugely significant, and it sounds like she's sitting on the fence. She's not showing leadership because, we've seen everything out of the Labor Party has been to support the terrorists in Gaza and not support Israel. If you compare the pair, I guess, when we had an Australian accidentally attacked in Gaza, an aid worker, well, the Prime Minister was all over it. He was straight onto the phone with Prime Minister Netanyahu, and he even had the temerity to appoint an investigator to go over to, an Australian, to go over to Israel to investigate it. But as soon as the ADF is attacked, for instance, he does nothing. Now,
that is such a great point, Link.
And now they're sitting on the fence with regard to this new UN motion. United States is opposing it, and all of the free people in the world are opposing it, and Albo wants to sit on the fence, and Penny Wong is sitting on the fence, which really sends the wrong message. It basically says that you will be rewarded for terrorist acts, and we'll give you, two-state solution in that sense.
Yeah, what a great message to send. Lincoln, thank you so much. Brilliant as always.
Thanks, Erin.